Let's begin by discussing how diet can impact your child's immune system. So, it's very important for children to have a varied and nutritionally balanced diet to support their immune function. Nutrients from their diet can help improve functionality of the immune system as well as reduce the severity of their illness. Children, on average, should try and incorporate about one serving of vegetables or fruits at each meal and snack. It's not always possible at the beginning, but it's a good goal to aim for. And one serving would be considered about half a cup of vegetables or fruit or one medium fruit. Aim for balanced meals as much as you can at each meal. So a balanced meal would consist of a vegetable or fruit, a protein source such as meat, poultry, seafood, legumes, tofu, or plant-based alternatives, and then a carbohydrate. So that could be rice, pasta, bread, or potatoes. I like to make it easier for kids by recommending that every child needs about a third of their plate of each. It's just easier to remember and easier to follow, but remember, you don't always have to get there right away. Of all the food groups, vegetables and fruit provide the most antioxidants and the most nutrients to help support their immune system to better fight off infections. So the more color a fruit or vegetable has, the better. So that could include things like berries, carrots, sweet potatoes, dark leafy greens, broccoli, asparagus, beets, avocados, and squash. So these foods, again, have a lot of those antioxidants, a lot of vitamin C, and a lot of phytochemicals to help them fight off the infections and support their immune system. Don't ever feel pressured if your child doesn't meet this right away. It's very, very normal, and many children have difficulty meeting their needs for vegetables and fruit. So start slow, gradually work up to it. Work with foods and textures that they already enjoy or that they're already familiar with, and use things like food chaining techniques. You can work with a dietitian for this to introduce them to new vegetables and fruits. You may also choose to use other methods of incorporating vegetables and fruits in their food. So, for example, smoothies, blended in sauces or soups, or added into baked goods. You can even play around with it in different shapes, colors, textures, and let the kids get involved as well. So if your child is very picky or particular with vegetables, but they prefer fruit, which tends to be the common case amongst children, they may actually still be meeting their nutrient needs. Vegetables and fruits are pretty much identical in nutrient quality, the main difference being that fruits just contain that sugar, the natural sugar. But it's still very important to encourage a variety of foods as much as possible to reduce the possibility of developing picky eating behaviors as they grow up, and just to get that exposure to different flavors and textures. Picky eating, however, is very, very common amongst children. It's the biggest complaint that I receive in my practice. And if you do feel like your child isn't meeting their nutrient needs or isn't eating from all food groups, they may actually benefit from supplementation.